Hello, I'm Ed Leek and I'm commenting on Google Marketing Live 2019. This is a very quick intro because if you haven't seen the previous videos, it'll make sense. Watch part 1, 2 and 3, if I can say it. Let's crack on. He says, as it doesn't start. I've got this running on speed 1.2 to keep it moving.
Thank you, Sissy.
He wasn't being rude there, that's her name.
People count on you to be there at every point of the consumer journey. Leading brands are helping people get what they want when they want it. But today's consumer has more choice than ever before. So my question to you is, how can you effectively reach consumers in relevant and meaningful ways across this journey?
Bombard them with the same remarketing ad over and over again. That's a joke, by the way.
No big surprise here. It's machine learning. Google's machine learning powers solutions that make it easy for you to be there for consumers across platforms and devices, and to optimize the impact of those interactions. One example of this is smart bidding. With smart bidding, we apply the power of machine learning to deliver the best, most relevant ad to someone right when they're looking for what you have to offer. While many of you have told us that smart bidding has helped drive better performance, you've also asked for more flexibility to reach your business goals. So I am excited to share some new innovations.
Bit more transparency on what the smart bidding's doing also would be nice.
That address this feedback. For starters, let's say you want to maximize the total impact of a campaign. You're tracking conversions, but every conversion can have a different value to your business. For example, based on the product.
Right, if this is allowing you to segment your bidding by conversion action, i.e. you might have a newsletter sign up, a phone call or a form submission and then an actual transaction, well, previously they're all the same value to the smart bidding if you're doing like a target CPA or whatever. For years I've been moaning about this, and now hopefully this means that they're going to allow us to literally say I'm only interested in this conversion when it's being automated, when the bidding's automated against it.
User purchased after clicking on your ad. That's why we're rolling out a brand new smart bidding strategy for search campaigns. It's called Maximize Conversion Value. With this strategy, you have more flexibility to optimize for what matters most to your business. We know that you have more insights about your business than anyone else. And many of you have asked to be able to use these insights to inform our bidding strategies. That's why we're introducing 3 new ways to guide our smart bidding models so they can do an even better job for you. First.
Right, just before he talks about this, so here's where my cynicism creeps back in. The last video I was quite positive about, quite frankly, but my concern about smart bidding is particularly in competitive markets, insurance, for example. So if there are, let's say there's 4 positions at the top that we care about, a couple at the bottom, 3 ad positions at the bottom. If there are more than 7 people, then how does Google meter out these impressions of ads? If there are 20 competitors, if there are 50, if there are 100, and everyone uses smart bidding, how can it possibly work for everyone on the same level? Google's essentially going to have to meter these impressions between everyone, but we have clients that we work with that literally want to spend more money, but they can't. They're at the cap of their market. That we are maxed out, flat out, and they have to look elsewhere because Google literally has run out of search impressions. So in those instances, how does smart bidding get around that? Because it can't. And you could argue, well, if the more optimized accounts will get the impressions, won't they? But Google's going the way of optimizing everything for you. Look at DSA, optimizing your ads and optimizing the search terms. There aren't any keywords. So there is a finite amount of people looking for something, but there can be more, way more than 7 companies vying for their attention. There can be hundreds.
First, we know that campaigns in your accounts can have different goals. Soon, you'll be able to choose the conversion actions you want to use for optimization at the campaign level.
Finally.
Yeah.
Few people agree with me.
For example, if you're a retailer, you might have some campaigns that are focused on driving sales on your website, and other campaigns that are optimizing for both online sales and visits to your stores. And yes, you heard me correctly. Smart bidding can now optimize to store visit conversions for search campaigns. This is awesome if you're a business with real-world locations.
Should have been there ages ago.
We also make it easy to optimize for multiple conversion actions by creating a conversion action set that can be shared across campaigns. As I mentioned earlier, we understand that conversions are not always valued the same. The relationship of the user to your business, as well as properties like location and device, can make a big difference. For example, let's say you're a financial services company running a campaign to promote a new brand of checking account. You know.
Right, I'm just going to pause the video and shut the window because my garden's here and I don't know if you can hear trimming or whatever, but I don't want it to come across on the mic. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully it's a bit more quiet. It certainly is for me.
Know that a new checking account is worth $200 on average. But a new account from one of your existing brokerage customers is worth twice as much, or $400. Today, you have to execute all of this logic outside of Google Ads and pass these different values with your conversion events. Soon, you'll be able to set up rules directly in Google Ads that adjust your conversion values based on properties like whether someone belongs to your brokerage customer audience list or not. Your conversion reporting will automatically reflect the results of these rules, so you can understand the true impact of your campaigns. And smart bidding will use them to set the optimal bids for every auction.
How? If there's 100 people bidding against you, or 50, or whatever? Going back to my earlier point, there's got to be a give somewhere in the smart bidding system to allow everyone a fair crack of the whip. But otherwise, this is good stuff.
Finally, there are occasions when recent historical data just isn't good at anticipating future performance, like when you're about to hold a special summer sale. With seasonality adjustments, you can let us know about these events ahead of time. You tell us the dates for your sale or event and the conversion rate changes to expect during that time. Our smart bidding models will then automatically adjust bids to account for these changes. And because the performance shifts may only be temporary, we'll exclude this data from your bids once the sale has ended.
Clever.
You now have more flexibility to optimize towards the marketing goals that make sense for your business.
What would be even more clever is if, particularly for a larger brand that's been going for years and years and years, the data will be there. So the machine learning, hopefully, well, I can see it coming. You won't have to manually do that. It will understand the seasonality in your account, your analytics, and for your business, and it will automatically adapt. That's where marketers start losing their jobs, though. So
I can't wait to see all the ways you'll use these new features to reach more people throughout the customer journey. Now, I'd like to hand things off to Nikki. She'll tell you all about new ways you can reach consumers with compelling video ads and new audiences. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, so pretty good. Yeah, segmenting conversions, having conversion sets that you can go put against audience stuff. That's probably for a larger company, perhaps. But I can already see in my head how it's going to work for, like, particularly one client that does a hell of a lot of Facebook ads, and how we can share audiences across based on behavior from analytics, that is. Yeah, so they're nice touches. I mean, long overdue being able to segment your goals, your conversions against the bidding system, though. So yeah, pretty good. Let's see what the next video's got in store. So that's another 10 minutes, nice, short and snappy compared to the first two. Yeah, like I said before, if you're enjoying this, God, I'm really not very good at these outros. Anyway, hit the like button, would you? Subscribe if you wish. See you in the next video. Thank you very much.